If you're the kind of person that loves new technology, is concerned about the environment and despises the spiralling cost of petrol and diesel, well, the Nissan Leaf could be for you. It's the world's first mass-produced, purpose-built electric car, and because Nissan's built it from the ground up around its eco-friendly propulsion system, it's pretty much as big inside as a Volkswagen Golf. For instance, the boot is much bigger than on other electric cars, and if you need to carry longer items, you can fold down the rear seats. Now, normally I'd have a moan about this massive lip here, but seeing as this is an electric car and they're the batteries, I'm not going to. As for space in the back, well, I'll just put these seats back in your seat. It's very roomy, even for adults, and if you look at the classic CarBuyer knee room and headroom tests, you'll see there's plenty of both. The Leaf is also pretty spacious here in the front as well, and some decent practicality. For instance, the side door bins are big enough for large bottles, and you can even fit them here in the cup holders. The glove box, that's a reasonable size. There's even a centre cubby to store your valuables. To keep things nice and simple, there's only one model available, and it's very well equipped. For instance, you get things like automatic headlights, automatic windscreen wipers, and keyless go. You also get a 7-inch touchscreen, and the sat-nav can direct you straight to the nearest charging point. You can also connect the car to your smartphone, and that allows you to do things like check the charge remotely or even set the climate control before you get in. There's also loads of safety equipment, and this car actually has a full 5-star Euro NCAP safety rating. I mean, really, it just feels like a normal car, and that is until you start the engine and, well, there's no noise. That's because, of course, it's got an electric motor and they're pretty much silent. What's more, they have 0 tailpipe emissions. The Leaf may only have 109 horsepower, but don't go thinking that it's slow. Because its electric motor produces all of its torque instantly, away from the light's acceleration is like what you get in a V6, and that makes this car actually ideal for nipping about round town or for mid-speed overtaking manoeuvres. However, the Leaf's key attribute is its comfort, because the suspension is so supple that it actually glides over bumps better than many limousines. It's also as quiet as one as well. Obviously, you've got no engine noise, and because of that, Nissan has had to design the wing mirrors and the lights in such a way that they minimise wind whistle, and as a result, it's just, well, it's eerily silent in here. But while that's all well and good, you obviously want to know what this car handles like. Well, it may be quite heavy, but because Nissan have located the batteries nice and low, the centre of gravity is therefore low, and so there's hardly any body roll through corners. However, don't go thinking that it's engaging to drive, because the steering is just so numb. Also, the regenerative effect of the brakes mean that the brake pedal feels a little bit wooden, and I also find this thick A-pillar a bit of a problem because it creates a bit of a blind spot. However, as with all electric cars, the biggest problem is the range. Nissan says the Leaf will do 109 miles, and even then, you'll do well to achieve that. And when you do run out, you just can't pull into a petrol station to fill up. What's more, a full charge from the mains takes up to 12 hours. And while you can fast charge in half an hour, sites where you can do this are few and far between. Finally, there's the price, because this car costs as much as an Audi A6. That said, you can get a £5,000 government grant towards the cost. It only costs £2 to fully charge, which is 2p per mile. You get discounted parking from certain councils. They even let you charge it for free. It's exempt from London's congestion charge. And of course, it's got 0 tailpipe emissions.